Note to self, when you're testing an electric fence, set it up to something, don't just hold it when you turn it on. Hey guys, how's it going? So, this is different, the way that proper people vlog. So, as I mentioned in my video last week, the garage that is being built for me to move into is about halfway physically built. It's obviously, like, internal walls and stuff will take longer and they need to put electricity and stuff in, but I thought that this week I might take the chance to show you guys around. So, this is the downstairs area. Tradies setting up the work. They apparently need a microwave. It's a fair-sized room. This is going to be a 3-car garage. You can see there's still a fair bit of stuff here. This is an insanely strong beam. After seeing those beams, my dad suggested we should put in a crane. A massive one that would run up from like... where's my head? From here all the way to the one over there. But he gave up on that idea because he couldn't think of anything we would possibly use it for, but they are that strong. I might as well embarrass myself on them. Okay, I really hope the phone still works now. I just dropped it. Here we go. Hey! Well, that wasn't quite as embarrassing as I was afraid it would be. And I guess now we might as well head upstairs. Not sure how I'm gonna do this holding the camera. I'm not sure if I should face it up or face it towards me. I'm gonna go with facing it towards me. Let's try this. Hey. It's not a bad view. There we go. That was embarrassingly slow to get up, but yeah. It's mostly just walls. This is going to be the edge wall here. It's so roomy, so big. Like a quarter of this space is going to be cut off for a storeroom, but still, it's like I got a lot of space here. Even with the several square meters or whatever that I'm not going to be able to stand up in next to the wall. Yeah. Probably don't want to lean too much against this. I don't think it's very stable. Anyway, we're gonna just park ourselves up here. The person just walked past on the street. I guess I'm still feeling a little self-conscious about doing these outside. Probably a good thing for me to start doing more outside then if I feel self-conscious about it. So, I'll be honest, after having gone back and looked at the video that I put up last week, I have to admit, even to me, it didn't make a lot of sense. So I hope that you guys... Oh, there goes another car. I hope that you guys made sense of it, because all that sort of stuff is important to me, but really hard to explain. Just unscrewing with my face there all over the place. Got a little mark right there where my sister slammed my head into the corner of a cupboard yesterday. That was fun. I also managed to drop a guitar pick into a guitar. That took way longer to get out than it should have. You know, I just realized, because I've been thinking about, while recording these things, because I'm looking at the screen, not the camera, it looks like, obviously I don't look like I'm looking you guys in the eyes. I was trying to figure out what it does look like, though, and to any female viewers of this, I would like to apologize for appearing as though I'm staring at your chest. It's difficult to make this recording without looking at yourself, I guess. I promise I am not perving on you. So I thought after the crazy existential fiasco that was last week's video, I might try to make something a little more helpful this week. So rather than just ruling out things, I thought that this week we might explore something that might actually interest people. So, here we're going to look at what potential professions might be for people, so I would like to take it to Gil in the studio to interview, a pancake. Take it away, Gil in the studio.
Thank you. Yes, Gil, we are joined here today with a very special guest, Mr. Pancake. Am I pronouncing that right?
Actually, it's pronounced Pancake.
Sorry, I never got the hang of spatules. I worked for a while at the embassy, actually, but as I'm sure you can imagine, they have a pretty high turnover rate.
quite understandable.
So we are, of course, here to talk about the recent change in public perception of pancakes as a professional body. You are the expert on this, so tell me, what are your thoughts on the reason for this sudden shift?
Ah yes, I do think it's undeniable that we are in the middle of a shift away from what has become the conventional view of the hotcakes. The pancake used to be a very respectable profession, but with fixation on materialism, the hotcake subculture became the entire image. They were fresh, and they deliberately tried to come across as steamy. It worked for a while, of course, but then all these stories began to circulate about hotcakes getting, well, baked in the time they were given to cool down. They'd been stacked up as this new hot trend. When the public perception changed, well, they all got burned.
Well, all that butter everywhere would make for a rather slippery slope, I guess.
Son, this is a very significant matter. Could we please take this seriously?
Yes, of course. Sorry.
Anyway, it seems that public perception of this is finally flipping, and people are starting to see us pancakes for the strong, self-raising types we are, and not the sugary, floury pieces of crepe that they thought we were.
Yes, and there's certainly been a recent influx of people deciding to choose pancakes as a profession, hasn't there?
Oh yes, of course there has. Kids these days want a fulfilling role, one that sustains people and brings warmth into their lives. And they're sick of being pushed around by people with puffed up egos.
True enough, although they do of course want to make a living as well. I hear the pay's a little flat in the industry these days.
Inflation's a bitch.
Well, you're not wrong. One last thing, how do you think the increased publicity of individuals such as Bob and Eliza Pancakes will affect this swing in public opinion?
They are a disgrace. The Pancakes are the family that built a name for this profession. They are our Medicis. And this new reality format is dragging their name through the dirt. Don't get me started on...
Okay then, we won't, because that's all the time we have right now. Back to you, Gil.
Well, he waffled on for a bit, didn't he? I have brought great dishonor upon my family with that joke. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it this week, guys. I didn't bring the conversation box out here with me, but I did pick a card in advance. Which school subject will be the most important for your life? It would generally come down to between the big three, I guess you would call them, which would be English, maths, and science. Those would probably be the biggest three for me. Although it's hard to tell. Most of my critical analysis skills I didn't actually get from English, at least not like beyond learning how to read and write and stuff. I'm not sure at what point you can actually draw the line between maths and science, so of the two I would say maths, probably, because it has a bigger impact on my engineering degree. Also, legal studies probably had a pretty big influence on me. It encouraged me to take a very non-linear way of looking at things, so I would say one of those two. What subjects do you think are going to have the biggest impact on your life, or what subjects already have had the biggest impact on your life? Leave it down in the comments. I actually do like getting comments from you guys. I like talking to people. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!